What's going on, everyone? I am Trayvon Miles alongside Jonah Rasuccio. Jeff Harris is on assignment in Mexico.
Yeah, I guess, but nonetheless, we're here. Welcome into the Delmarva Sports Insider, the only show giving you in-depth analysis to all local sports here on the shore.
That's exactly right. We got a bunch coming up. Coming up in tonight's episode, Maryland playoffs got off to a hot start this week. And of course, we've got your highlights.
And up in Delaware, the Sussex Tech girls looking for their first ever Henlopen championship in school history. We have that coming up in a few minutes.
That's exactly right. And in the boys bracket, the Smyrna and Woodbridge guys battling it out for a Henlopen crown as well. Of course, Smyrna looking for their second in a row. Wow, my goodness.
Yes.
Welcome to the show that you know and love, Delmarva Sports Insider. We got a lot to get to per the usual.
So much.
But we decided today to break stuff up into Maryland and Delaware because we got so much going on in both states. We'll start in Maryland. A great night on Tuesday. The Bayside Championships in Salisbury. The boys' side lauded in history. Y-High and Easton, two of the richest when it comes to North and South Bayside basketball. So comes to their respective sides of the Bayside. Y-High coming in at 22-0. Easton coming in, winning their last two Bayside championships over nonetheless Y-High. Those matchups in 2011 and 2013. 2018, a totally different story. Early on, the Tribe coming out locked in defensively. Laquan Pettit getting a steal. He's going to lay it up. A little bit later, same deal. Matt Lowe coming up with the steal. And the big fella coming up with the jam. Blue and gold out to a 13-0 lead to start this one. That really ended the game right there. Easton eventually gets on the board. How about Marquis Thompson going to the rack? Just gets the roll right there, but that was the only Easton highlight. Check this out. Tribe firing on all cylinders. Devontae Dixon flexing in the lane for the and one. Y-High up 20. And then Pettit out to Jaden Baker.
JB.
That is a bow and arrow three-pointer.
Bang, bang.
And then the lead just kept growing and growing and growing off another Easton turnover. Keyshawn Marshall trying to make the highlight reel. Devontae Dixon finishing it up. The lead swelled to 30. Y-High did not take their foot off the gas in this one. Absolutely.
That's disrespect.
All over Easton. That's right. 75-26. That is the largest margin of victory in a Bayside Championship game. They captured their first title since 2015, the 10th since the Bayside Championship since the inception of the game. And Y-High is 23-0 headed into the state playoffs.
You know, it's a lot of trash talking going on, so we try not to let that get to our head. We try to just come out with a game plan that we practiced yesterday. A great coaching staff, a great game plan that they came up with, and it worked.
And they had like 8 or 9 turnovers in the first quarter, and we capitalized. We feed off that, and I think that pretty much was the ball game first quarter.
You heard what Waller said, and I touched on it a little bit. I just felt like Y-High took Easton's heart in the first 2 minutes of the game. Easton did their little chant that they usually do, and the fan section got all riled up in the second section of the Civic Center. It's really cool to see. But after that, man, nothing like I've ever seen before, especially in a Bayside Championship game between the best team in the North and the South. A 49-point differential. Obviously, Y-High not 49 points better than Easton. No, not at all. I don't think so.
Coming into it, you know, we all thought it was going to be close, at least a 15-point game at max, but 49-point win in the Bayside Championship?
No.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Sheesh. All right, earlier in the night, the girls took the court. Bennett looking to make it 2 for 2 for the Salisbury schools. Bennett, ladies taking on Queen Anne's Lady Clippers, unbeaten in the South and come out rocking. Dsi A Smolin laying it up with the left hand. Little later, Smolin, she's going to catch it in the corner and knock down the 3. Clippers, just like Y-High, out to a hot start early. Queen Anne's, after a little drought to start the game, finally gets something going. Kelly Kavanaugh steps back, knocks down a 3, kissing it off the glass from an almost impossible angle. Clippers still with a 3-point lead at the half. And in the second half, the freshman for Bennett, Makara Hansen, Trey, you know that she can shoot. She lines up a 3. Queen Anne's would hang around in this one thanks to their size. Dominant on the boards. Mackenzie Huddock there for the putback, but speed and shooting just dominating for the Lady Clippers. Bennett had it, and then Hansen knocks down a 3 from the left elbow. And later, this is just disrespect from deep. A deep 3. JMB captures their first Bayside Girls Championship since 1998, 20 years with a 66-55 win.
We got second in Baysides last year. This year we were able to get to the championship game, and we haven't won it since '98. So, I mean, it's a great feeling. The girls know it. I mean, it's not easy to get to this point.
It feels good. I mean, we just have to keep the same thing for next week in the playoffs.
So for the Bennett girls, a great season, and they're very young freshmen and sophomores. Last time they won the championship, like I said, 1998. Some of them weren't even alive.
No, none of them were born. We talked about to Makara Hansen the other day about that. It's pretty amazing to see what these young players, Zaire Smullen, of course, a sophomore, and Makara Hansen, obviously a freshman. It's impressive to see what they've been able to do and how they've been able to gel. And got to give Coach Rogers a lot of credit because those older girls that he does have on that team are gelling well with those young girls. And, who knows? Possibilities in the playoffs are endless for them.
They look really good right now.
Exactly. I'll say so. They can score with anybody in the state.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it at that. All right. Besides these championship games, we also had some postseason action in Maryland beginning last night with the MPSSAA playoffs on Friday night, of course. Let's get things started. 1A boys action. North Dorchester at Snow Hill. Justin Warner getting the scoring started with the baseline jumper right there. This one all Snow Hill, though. At home, the Eagles fly. Amonte Allen missing the layup. Drew Halcyon,
he's
there
been so
for
good
the putback.
for the
exactly
last
right.
2
I'd
weeks
say
out of nowhere.
Then into the first quarter, Amir Fisher off the inbound to Halcyon. He's going to beat the buzzer. Snow Hill cruising over North Dorchester, 78-46.
And up in Cambridge, the Vikings hosting Pocomoke. Tyree Thornton finds Skylar Williams for the triple to open up the scoring, and then the Warriors getting out in transition. Off the steal, Thornton, he's just a scoring machine, throwing this one down with the right hand. Get up there, kid. Another big night for him. CSD would have the answer, though. Tyrone Christian with the fancy up and under for two, just weaving his way through the defense. And then Dejuan Jackson with the Euro step and jelly. Warriors, they lead by 12 at the break, though, because of this. Second half, Thornton in transition once again, blows past his defender. A little shimmy, scoop, left hand, why not? Pocomoke, they hold off a late run from Cambridge and take it on the road 57-54.
Back to Salisbury in the 2A. Parkside hosting Kent Island early on. Cole Cradaville showing off the arm. Quarterback-like strength. Nice pass there. Was that Tom Brady? That was a dime to Cade Donnelly. The Rams, they would answer. Tyrese Purnell, give and go. Strong finish at the rim for 20. Parkside up by as many as 17. The Bucks making a run at it in the third. Cradaville with the steal.
That's soft
and
hands
a
right there.
high finger
All
roll
hands team.
for the layup. They cut it to 9, but that's really as close as they would get. Purnell missing the floater. Tyler Polson, get up, young fella. Why not? With the big putback and the board. Don't want to get underneath the hoop with him. And then Jalen Deloach showing off the range. Trey ball, from the wing. Parkside, they have Y High next. I don't know if that's good or bad. They beat Kent Island 68-53.
North Carolina taking on Queen Anne's, and it was all Bulldogs early. Pickpocket defense finds Joey Adams, streaks in for the easy layup. It was a tough night for QA, but a bright spot was Nick Dunkerley, who takes control in transition for the two, part of his 11 first half points, and then good court vision from Adams finds David Bailey Jr., drives baseline. Strong move for him. Bulldogs getting out once again. Outlet pass finds Jason Brown. He had nobody near him. Easy lay-in for him. And then the Boston College football signee burying the tray to put the Bulldogs in the driver's seat. They win 76-51 and will take on rival Easton next.
To the girls' side, Pocomoke on the road against North Dorchester. Breasia Cephas running the floor. She's going to put it up for 2. The Warriors make things interesting in this game. Asia Kellum threading the needle. Nice pass inside to Tierra Thomas. She's going to finish the bucket. Eagles up 6 at halftime. Second half, my favorite player, and I mean favorite, Jemiah Conway, picking off the pass.
Look at this dedication.
Step. Please get off of me. All dedication right there. Pocomoke still trailing. Pretty pass here. Kristen Quillen unguarded. She's going to bury the 3. And off the inbound, Piaja Johnson underneath the basket. She's going to get the layup to go right there. Warriors up 5 late, but Conway changing the narrative and the scoreboard, dribbling the 3.
Threes all
look,
over.
why not? She is so animated, and I love it. North Dorchester all over Pocomoke, 58-49.
And the girls' version of North Carolina, they visited Easton. Warriors up early in the first. Good ball movement down low leads to an easy lay-in for Abby Detrich. Bulldogs, they'd be searching for their offense until this Sarah Taylor going to turn garbage into gold and send in the putback for 2. And then at the end of the half, Allie Rozier spotting up and knocking down the 3. Easton up 6 after 1. Caroline trying to cut into that deficit. Haley Temple getting buckets on the break and 1. count it, but too much Easton for deep. Look at this. Maya Jeter
Yeah,
wants to
come on.
pass it, but
Yeah,
just says,
just
all right,
throw it
leave
in
me
there.
open. I'll just pull the trigger on this one. And then Lily Osborne, she wants to get in on the three party. She drains a three as well. Easton rolls 52 to 37.
I'll tell you what, Jonah, we got a bunch of different playoff matchups going on Monday. I think easily the best one. North Carolina, Easton, round 3, man. You
Round
were at
3.
the other one.
Yeah.
So you know it's going to
Ruckus.
be an electric
Ruckus.
environment, man. I just cannot wait to see who comes out in that game. Of course, we got Wahai and Parkside, but definitely think North Carolina, Easton. Going to be the premier matchup on Monday.
I'm going to say it one final time. Easton student section has to be the best
Yes,
here on the
yes,
shore.
I
So
would say
anything in their gym gives them a home court advantage.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, it's time to catch the first break of the night, but when we return, we head up to Delaware as they wrap up their regular season with the Henlopen Conference Championship. All that and more coming up only right here on DSI.
Hi, I'm Jaden Copper from Easton High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.